I gotta give it a Cap, man. He played a great game. He only had he turned over the ball over once, and hey, it's gonna happen. It's part of the game. But other than that, he played a great game. He maintained possession and helped us drive down the field. It's all point of the game.
Are you listening?
49ers! Ronbo Sports, representing the Niner Empire organization worldwide. Ooh, big week coming up too. Our founder and president will be followed by an entourage on the way to Chicago. Gonna watch that Bears game. Our second win coming up. If that is the kind of fun that you'd like to have in your future, you might want to check out the NinerEmpire.com. I'm still juiced about the game we just lost though. It's gonna be like the last year when 49er fans were walking around talking about okay with the loss and feeling encouraged. There was reason too. 49ers look good out there on offense. You notice I didn't say anything about it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. The defense was not bad. Stop the Jai. I'm happy about that too. Progress is our most important thing right now. You know how we were always saying things like, oh man, this team sucks. Listen, I have this figured out, and you probably did too. It's a new offense. They were not going to star in it in the first place. This is why I do not want to say the rumbles and talks about Chip Kelly will quit and go back to Oregon. No, we need him here. So, they look good. They did. They lost, but they look good. Here's the thing. Just to get a little light at the end of that tunnel, just a little bit of light to encourage those who follow this team, because the 49ers, discipline 49ers, discipline. You got to take care of the ball. The 49ers have not been beaten by a team one time, okay? They have not been beaten by any team this year except for the Hawks in the clink. That's the only team that beat the 49ers up. Otherwise, it's the 49ers versus the 49ers and the opposition. I call it the 3F syndrome. 49ers, fumbles and flags. Each and every game, it's those key moments when they gotta fumble a ball or a flag. My favorite, though, is fumbling the ball on our own 10-yard line. Ooh, and Garrett, Selleck! We were driving! Fumble! Trent Brown! Trent gets a flag every game now, without fail. Face mask, 77, 15 yards. Oh, hell no. That's okay. I tell you what right now. These guys don't want to exercise discipline. The audition is on. Between now and the end of the season, we got 5. We got games. We got Chicago. We got the Jets. We got the Falcons. Now, I'm not sure about the order. Rams and Hawks. 49ers they're on the field with the Bears. They cannot be blown away by the Bears. And then you've got the Falcons. I'm not sure about them. We normally can beat them. And then, we should beat the Jets and the Bears. But between the Falcons, the Rams, and the Hawks, and the Rams, come on, we got that. So we're going to make 4. Stop me, okay? Stop. No prediction of records. Forget about it. I ain't saying nothing else about that because it could be me or some other people running around and we're jinxing the team, all right? So, with that said, the auditions are on. You don't want to play good football? You're out of here. 49ers are going to be making some large-scale changes next year in personnel. Large! So, some people we're seeing now, we will not be having to put up with next year. And Kaepernick, I don't know Kaepernick looked damn good this game. I want to see what it looks like next game before I go ahead and say, that boy is back. I just want to know, because the man is a man to watch from here on out.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
Cap was killing it this past Sunday.
Yeah, I was talking about that.
296 yards passing.
Yeah.
113 yards rushing.
That's right.
He does anything close to that one more time,
What was his thing?
The Cap Hating Club may have to close. Can I get an amen?
You sure can. Amen.
Go ahead. Make that prediction for Sunday. I still ain't taking your bets. And where's my money? I'm still waiting, Ronbo. I ain't gonna forget. I'm out.
Okay, don't get mad. I'm gonna pay him his money. I know, don't pick on little guys. All right, I'm gonna make my prediction right now. I do worry though. Barkley is a good quarterback, but they don't have any receivers. They drop the ball over and over and over and over. I was just watching that game. That's why before I came in, I said, let me watch the Bears and see what they did against the Titans. The Titans resemble us in the fact that Mariota and Kaepernick have similar games, right? So I was thinking, okay, well, we got this. So here's what I'm saying, all right? 31. We can do 31 points on these guys because they got some problems. Something like ours, but a little worse. Fangio, okay, he's your only concern. Will he know how to deal with Cap? I don't know. But I'm still looking at 31 points for the 49ers and maybe 17 because the Bears don't quit. I can tell you that right now. From what I just watched, they do not give up, though. Scrappy, not real talented, but they do not quit. 49ers 31, Bears 17. I'm sticking with it. MC better take that bet, too. Let's go ahead and let me introduce you to a faithful right now. I gotta tell you right now, fam, we got a lot of fans in Texas. We're talking about the football state of America, where Dallas has been ruling for millenniums, but we still got Mike, a 49er faithful. Hello, Mike.
How you doing, Ronbo?
Doing great, man. Especially after after this week's game, man, I said, wow, there's a pulse. There's life in that offense. All we got to do now is figure out. Let me get your opinion on it. What did you think about Colin Kaepernick this game?
I gotta give it a Cap, man. He played a great game. He only had he turned over the ball over once, and hey, it's gonna happen. It's part of the game. But other than that, he played a great game. He maintained possession and helped us drive down the field. It's all point of the game.
Some of his decision making, which has been questionable, as you know, Mike. Some of the hesitation. We didn't see any of that. What do you attribute that to? Is that Chip Kelly, or what's going on?
Ooh, I think it's Chip has a little bit to do with it. I also think that he's coming back from injury. He's getting back into the system, adjusting.
Yeah.
And I think he's learning offense more and more and who he has as a target and weapons, which is very limited. So
that's where I want to go with you next, because everybody agrees with what you just said 100%.
Yeah.
Now that we've seen what Cap is going to do, I talked to a lot of people who are saying, get us a quarterback in the first round. I want a quarterback in the first round. We're not waiting until the second or third round. We want a quarterback. It's okay. It may not be so obvious that we need a quarterback in the first round. If we do, we can get a quarterback in the first round maybe next year. I just want to give me some of your, because I know you got a lot to say about the draft this year. Go ahead and roll with that, man. I'll listen.
Okay. So you were for the last year and a half, you've been talking about the 4-3 defense?
Yeah.
4-3?
A lot of, yeah.
So I was thinking about this. So we have Armstead, who's he's a defensive end, but we could easily move him inside with Dial. So if we had Buckner on the outside, then Dial and Armstead, and if we stay in the second pick, we could probably pick up Garrett.
Yeah.
That D line, there's no one that can block. Two of them would have to block Garrett, two have to block Buckner, then there's one guy to block two defensive tackles. Mm-hmm. So, and then you have Navarro in the middle, and you can put Eli Harold on the outside and maybe Ahmad Brooks, and then get the secondary. I think they need to get rid of Bethea. He's just, God.
Fan favorite.
He's blowing coverage. He's basically a glorified linebacker.
Now you're talking about. It sounds like you're talking about keeping Ahmad Brooks.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you think he's got one more. You think he's got one more season left?
If we don't have him, we have no one else that can fill that spot. That's worth.
You're not going to go through free agency or drafting?
I was looking at free agency. Drafting maybe. Drafting
options?
maybe.
Any
I have
options
no
in the draft
idea
you
for
like?
outside backer. Draft. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. I have no idea for the draft for outside backer, but I'd have to check it out.
Okay, and I understand that Clemson has some possibility, and as well as Ohio
Yeah.
State. But of course, they've always do. There seems to me there's some guy named Tim Williams.
Yeah, Tim Williams.
Yeah, because you've already got Garrett right there in Texas. Man, Tim Williams. And now you fortify that rush because, man, you know our secondary, the reason that secondary is doing a good job, even with the lack of pressure up front. What happens if that pressure increases? And I like your idea of the 4-3.
Yeah, if we get more of a pressure, I think, because our secondary is holding for, what, I don't know, 5 seconds? Average release time is between like 2 to 3, not even. And so if you get just that much more pressure, either we have more sacks or we just have a better secondary improves overall. So
Immediately. Now, in that case, now looking at some of the soft spots, are you happy with our running back situation? Would you improve upon that, or are you okay?
No, I like Carlos. Carlos is in the beginning when he first came in, he was a little heavy and he was a little slower, but he's lost a lot of weight. He's slimmed up. I think we need to get one more good offensive lineman and give him the ball more. Give him a chance to run because he can break tackles. If he can break a tackle, he has a chance to go. He might not run 70 yards, outrun everybody, but he's going to break it for 40 or 50 at least.
Yeah, I got to agree with that. Now, in that case, you got to keep Carlos Hyde, but you need that switching of speed, that tempo. Kelly's offense, it seems to work better when there's an element of you got to keep that defense on their heels. Mm-hmm. Hurry up offense and everything else. If you got Hard pounding away the downhill runner, is DeJuan Harris, is he fine for you? Or are you looking at maybe somebody in the deck? Because there's about 3 guys. I'm looking at Fournette, I'm looking at McCaffrey, and there's one other guy, but these 2 are on top of my list. Do you agree with that, or is there something wrong with that?
Yeah, I like Harris. I feel like it could obviously improve because Harris is more. Is he really a catching running back?
He can't be. They don't utilize him doing that very much. They use the Sean Drawn more than they do anything else coming out of that backfield to make catches, it seems. And he does a great job.
I see McCaffrey going at least second round. I don't think he's in the first round. Fournette's going to go in the top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
If McCaffrey drops the second round, we could pick him up because we're the second pick.
Yeah.
Unless Trent does something stupid. But we pick him up because then you got Carlos who can pound the ball and run downhill, and then you can always. He's kind of like a younger Matt Forte in my opinion. Yeah. He can catch the ball, he can run, he can kick off return for us. He can do everything.
Because all those guys aren't coming back next year. Sean Drawn is shown to be one of our best receivers all of a sudden. Yeah. Because he's clutch. When you absolutely need a catch, go to Sean. He's going to make the catch. Now, you look at DeJuan, you got Sean, you got Carlos, and Trent has this. They just dropped Kelvin Taylor. That may be prelude to another, but they picked up some other guy. I don't know. I know nothing about him. But Trent, every year, he picks up a running back. This is the thing. I'm wondering, one of those 3 guys is going to leave things alone and use that pick for something more useful. Because if I got Hyde, Harris, and Drawn, I would think that's enough. But Trent has this tradition. I got to pick up a running back, no matter what. So, with that said, maybe since you're talking about the offensive line, have you got anybody else as far as offensive linemen you might want to throw in there?
Offensive lineman? Ooh, I had one earlier. What was his name? Dang it. I can't remember right now, but I have a couple of them down. But if we could easily get them in the second round, because I think we have 2 second rounders this year, right?
It could be, because I'm not sure how many picks he's got. Okay, let me put it this way. Are you not happy completely with the offensive line? Who's on that offensive line that you'd like to drop?
We got Staley, Kilgore, Beals. We got Brown. Who's the other guard spot or the tackle spot?
Oh, you're talking about our first round pick, Joshua Garnett.
I like him. I think he's going to be good.
Yeah, right. So you got Garnett and Brown on the other side. They won't be rookies next year. So
yeah.
I
like to see Garnett. I thought I'd pick up either. I think we can get a tackle because I think Staley. I love Staley to death, but I think he's got maybe a year or two left in him. I'm like, he's getting kind of old. He's getting up there.
He runs out of gas like he did last season. He's starting to run out of gas, it appears, right now, too. But he's still Joe Staley. You got to respect him. Let's go to the Chicago game. Chicago game's coming up this weekend.
Yep.
We looked great last week, Mike. What's going to happen, man? What are you looking at?
I'm hoping for a win because I'm betting that Chicago at least wins one more game, so we'll still have that second pick because they don't play very good teams. But I think if we have what we had last week, we can definitely win. Like as long as our defense holds up, then that's the problem we have. Just giving them points.
And our penchant, Mike. Each and every week we have the most incredible flags thrown at exactly the wrong time. God. We also have those key fumbles. When nobody expects we're driving, we're doing a good job, yet Mike Davis on the 1 yard line against the Cards. This week we have Selleck. All of a sudden, Selleck's all the way downfield. They strip him of the ball.
I don't even know how he fumbled like that. Like he fell backwards into the guy. Like how do you fumble the ball?
If we can avoid that, if we can just avoid that, how many games would we have won this year? We'd
have at least 3.
At least, right?
3.
So that's what it depends on. Against Chicago, can we please just not have those same routine, the flag, the fumble. Not always in that order. That's all I'm asking. With that said, give me a score. What do you think? Chicago versus San Francisco.
I'm saying high scoring. I'm going to go 28. Let's go 28-21. San Fran. I think we win. I think we get that win.
I'm going to give you the 3-2-1, bro, and give me that holler out of here. 3,
all
2, 1.
Nanas.
I like about Mike, man. It's like, I'm going to talk to him about a record contract right after this deal. Thank you, Mike. Get together again, brah. See you online. Listen, I tell you what. I've already made my prediction. I'm going to stick to it. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. Because you know what? There is that reason to get excited from here on. It's like a new season for us. You know, if we look good, that's good. And I know a lot of people say, oh, man, don't win. It ruins our draft pick. I'm on the fence with that. You know, because I hate that feeling of losing all the time. Okay, if we can lose by just 1 or 2 points or a field goal the rest of the season and look good, is it possible to look good when you're losing? This is what I'm talking about. If that's the case, okay, fine. I will see you this weekend in your face at your place. We're going to watch that game as we could be celebrating our second win of the season. And of course, the party online after it. Oh yeah, we gonna be yeah. I should. You know, I get myself into this. We have to beat these Bears. Got to do it, and we'll talk about it after the game. Get the Ronbo Sports app if you do want to participate, because you're gonna need that, because we got some important information on there, including how to join, and there's going to be a PIN number you're gonna need in order to get involved into the conversation. All right, get that. And also, I want you to have the Ronbo Sports app because I want you to join in on Red and Gold Radio Monday to Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. We take Wednesday off. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, Red and Gold Radio. Please hit like if you do, share, and subscribe. Maestro, count me out here.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Niners!